Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Donny van de Beek provides positive update on his recovery from a knee injury. Manchester United midfielder Donny van de Beek has provided a positive update on his ongoing recovery from a knee injury sustained in January. The Netherlands international suffered the setback during the 3-0 Premier League win over Bournemouth. He thereafter underwent a surgery which ruled him out for the season. Van de Beek recently stepped up with his rehabilitation in the gym, and speaking to MUTV, he has now revealed that he is not far away from returning to the training pitch. He said, I am busy with my recovery after my injury, and everything is going well. It's hard to give you a time, but we have to see how everything goes. I am doing a lot of gym work and getting closer to being on the pitch, which is positive. I am not far away. The Dutchman has struggled to impress since his move from Ajax 3 years ago. He made just his 10th appearance of the season when he got injured against the Cherries. In a normal situation, there would be doubts over his future heading into the summer, but manager Erik ten Hag should give him more time after the untimely injury setback. In our view, the £35.7 million signing could be given the first half of next season to prove his credentials. If he fails to make an improvement, the club could offload him next winter. Van de Beek joined United with the reputation of a box-to-box midfielder, but he has looked short in confidence at the club. He has lacked the creativity in the final third. Hence, he is facing a crucial period in his United career. The injury has allowed some leeway for him, but Ten Hag may not want to keep underperformers in his squad for long. Injury news could wreck Manchester United hopes of landing a big fee for Dean Henderson. Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson has suffered an injury setback which could rule him out until August. Whatever Manchester United transfer budget might be, it could become a lot higher via player sales. Among the most saleable asset on the club's books is goalkeeper Dean Henderson, who appears surplus to requirements and keen to move on. However, Anderson's current injury situation is going to decrease the market for him and also tank his value. Dean Henderson is currently out on loan at Nottingham Forest. He began the season well, only to suffer an injury in January. This prompted Forest to go out and recruit a Champions League winning goalkeeper, Keylor Navas, in his place, putting Henderson's season prospects in doubt. As it happens, Henderson's injury appears more serious than first released. The Telegraph reported he has suffered a setback in his recovery from his thigh problem and will miss the rest of the season. The Man Now report he has a torn thigh muscle which will require an operation leading to a 3-month layoff. This means Henderson will only be able to return to action in August providing he suffers no further setback. While this would allow him to clinch a move before the end of the transfer window, it's not exactly ideal. Instead of being seen as a future England number one and safe Premier League goalkeeper, Henderson will be viewed skeptically. He will have played just 6 months of football in the past 2 seasons, having sat on the bench for United the entire 21-22 campaign. With a potentially stunted preseason, Henderson could find himself looking at a light loan deal again, while if United do sell, it won't be for the high price the club wants. ESPN had reported United would want Tottenham's interest in Henderson to help reduce potential cost of striker Harry Kane. This injury news makes a swap deal even more unlikely. Henderson is under contract at United until 2025 with an option of another year. If the Red Devils want a big fee for his services, frustratingly, it may not come this summer. Manchester United ace Tyrell Malacia is back in the good books after latest performance. Manchester United defender Tyrell Malacia redeemed himself at the weekend with a big performance. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag is supportive of his players, but he also has to show he cannot tolerate poor performance. This has seen Tyrell Malacia placed in the doghouse in recent weeks after his error in the home draw with Sevilla. Malacia's negligence in the second half saw him fail to clear a cross and then deflected the resultant ball in for an own goal. It was the trigger point for Sevilla to come from 2 goals down to win the tie. Malacia was immediately dropped after the home draw with Sevilla, even with Luke Shaw battling injury and then required at centre back. Ten Hag found a way not to play him. Diogo Dallo was preferred in the left back role, including in the FA Cup semi final. Until this past weekend, Malacia played only 19 minutes across 4 games following his Sevilla error. This past weekend, he was given a vote of confidence by Eric Ten Hag, selected as a starter at Old Trafford in the league game against Aston Villa. Malacia stepped up and performed well, helping Manchester United in a tightly contested game. The 23-year-old created 2 chances and won 2 tackles, proving useful at both ends of the pitch in a spirited display where he did not let his manager down. Ten Hag may have recognized it was sensible to take Malacia out of the firing line after his error last month. Now, after a breather, he is back and ready to kick on. Malacia told The Athletic after the win over Villa, I am happy, I am here, I am learning a lot. My first year in the Premier League, I have played a lot of games, I have learned a lot of things, so happy to be here. I don't feel pressure, it's okay. I am just happy to be on the pitch and playing football is what I want to do. That's what I dreamed of doing, so why should I be pressured? Malacia's performance gives Ten Hag a good selection dilemma for Thursday night's game against Brighton. He has shown his manager he can be trusted again. Manchester United left back Alex Telles, currently on loan at Sevilla, is of interest to Al Nassr. According to Spanish publication AS, Saudi Arabian outfit Al Nassr is looking to sign 30-year-old Manchester United left back Alex Telles, who is currently out on loan at Sevilla. United bought Telles from Porto, and he had a good start to his life at Old Trafford and initially surpassed Shaw as the club's first choice left back. However, the quality and ability that Shaw possesses is bar to none, and once he regained his form, Telles found himself on the bench and mostly made appearances in cup competitions. At the same time, he failed to truly convince the United hierarchy or the supporters of his ability to succeed at Old Trafford, and his spell at the club mostly comprises of some noteworthy costly errors. Eric Ten Hag joined the club last summer, and when United went all in to pursue Tyrell Malacia from Feyenoord, it was inevitable that Telles' time at the club was near its end. A subsequent loan move to Sevilla, and while he has fared well in the Spanish league, it's speculated that Sevilla will not be taking up the option of signing him permanently. This leaves the door open for other clubs to swoop in, and former United man Cristiano Ronaldo's side Al Nassr has shown interest in acquiring the services of the player. The two played 21 times together as teammates during the Portugal international's second stint at Old Trafford. With his contract at United expiring in June 2024, it does provide the club with a chance to recoup some of the transfer fee paid to Porto for his services. Shaw and Malacia in the lineup, while Diogo Dallo has shown his qualities in the left back role. There is no coming back for Telles at Old Trafford, and it would be in the best interest of all parties if the Brazilian is moved on in the summer. Man United keeping tabs on World Cup star Dominik Livakovic. Manchester United are monitoring Dinamo Zagreb goalkeeper Dominik Livakovic ahead of a potential summer approach, according to the Mail. The Red Devils currently have David De Gea as their first choice goalkeeper, and talks are already underway with him over a new long-term deal. It's now reported that the club are keeping an eye on Livakovic. Scouts were in attendance to watch Zagreb's goalless draw against Hajduk Split on Sunday. The Red Devils want to bring the 28-year-old as a deputy to De Gea ahead of next season. Meanwhile, it's claimed that the club could pursue a marquee goalkeeper separately in case they are unable to convince De Gea over an extension. The Spaniard's current £375,000 a week contract expires at the end of the campaign, and the board want him to accept a reasonable pay cut to stay. The Croatian has been with Dinamo Zagreb for the past 8 years, but he only came into the limelight after his stellar showing at the World Cup Livakovic was brilliant between the sticks throughout the tournament, and his most notable contribution came in the quarter-final victory over Brazil. The shot stopper single-handedly kept Croatia in the game with a stunning 7 saves in regulation time. He went on to make another stop in the shootout win. In our opinion, Livakovic would be a perfect understudy to De Gea next term. Similar to the Spaniard, he possesses excellent reflexes between the sticks. His passing accuracy 77% has been better than De Gea 69% this season, but the Croatian is not the best when it comes to playing out from the back. United could sign him for just 10 million euros due to a release clause in his Zagreb contract. Man United pushing to sign Randall Kolo Muani. Manchester United are keen to sign Eintracht Frankfurt striker Randall Kolo Muani this summer, but face robust competition from Bayern München. According to Sky Sports journalist Florian Plettenberg, the German Giants have held initial talks with Kolo Muani's representatives, but the Red Devils are pushing the most to sign the center forward. Plettenberg has also revealed that the 24-year-old could be available at less than 100 million euros plus bonus. It was reported earlier that Frankfurt won't sanction his exit at less than 100 million euros. Man United and Bayern München are looking to sign a world-class striker this summer and could end up in a bidding war. Kolo Muani has had a stellar season since moving to Frankfurt from Nantes last summer. He has bagged 20 goals and 14 assists in 40 appearances. The Frenchman loves to get behind the defenses and use his quick acceleration to beat the defenders. Erik ten Hag has used Marcus Rashford in a similar fashion, and the latter has reaped colossal rewards. He expects his striker to make runs that could carve open the defense lines and create space for other players to attack. He wants the club to sign a mobile striker who can press from the front, and Kolo Muani fits this bill perfectly. The striker is a fine dribbler of the ball and has the ability to attract opposition defenders before changing the direction of the attack. He is just entering the prime of his career and could be a long-term solution for United's centre-forward problem. If Ten Hag wants Kolo Muani at Old Trafford next season, United must move quickly. Bayern have started the talks and are determined to land a striker following Robert Lewandowski's move to Barcelona last summer. Signing an established centre forward is a top priority for the Red Devils this summer. United are also exploring the idea of signing Napoli star Victor Osimhen or Tottenham Hotspur's Harry Kane. Man United's move for James Maddison depends on Erik ten Hag's stance. Manchester United are one of the clubs interested in signing Leicester City midfielder James Maddison ahead of this summer's transfer window. The England international is set to enter the final year of his Fox's deal in July, and reports claim he will leave the club regardless of their league status. The Foxes are likely to demand at least £45 million for their prized asset, but the big question is whether United will make a genuine approach to sign him. Maddison is predominantly an attacking midfielder by trade, and United have the position well covered through Bruno Fernandes, who has been a revelation. The 28-year-old star has registered 61 goals and 53 assists from 178 outings. He has stayed injury-free throughout his playing career, which is quite fascinating. Hence, Maddison is unlikely to displace him from the starting 11. In our view, a summer deal depends on whether Ten Hag values the versatility of the midfielder. Maddison has largely operated from the number 10 role, but has played over 30 games in central midfield. He has an equal number of appearances on the left and right wing. Looking at his career statistics, he has been more successful from the right side of the attack. He averaged 0.71 goal contributions per appearance throughout his career. In comparison, he has managed 0.41 goal involvement per game in the number 10 role. The average is slightly higher from central midfield, 0.45, and the left wing, 0.52. In our view, a transfer for Maddison will rely on Ten Hag's stance. United would not want to make a huge outlay on an attacking midfielder to keep him on the bench. Maddison could be a regular starter for United with his ability to play four different positions, and it's left to be seen whether Ten Hag gives the green light for a move. Last night, Maddison had another top showing for the Foxes against Everton. He won an impressive 6 dribbles and 10 take-ons while assisting Jamie Vardy's goal. The Englishman unfortunately failed to convert a penalty in the first half, but he was still one of the best players on the pitch in the 2-2 draw at the King Power Stadium. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.